Okay, today we are going to continue with the lecture. The lecture is on the second tools of this chapter 8, i.e. the big thing strategy. So what is big thing strategy? Now, in a nutshell, big thing strategy is about thinking out of the box approach. Thinking out of the box approach means that you should be doing something else that nobody's been doing currently. Yeah. So in big thing strategy, there are processes that you need to adhere to, the processes and phases that need to be done. But then again, it is more or less similar with the rest of the project, with the rest of the strategy. The first one is about idea generation of ideas. The second one is about the evaluation of ideas. The third one is about the selection of ideas, and the last one is about the implementation of ideas. Yeah. Now, but then again, in big thing strategy, one of the things that they claim is unique or different from the rest is about the idea generation. So, when we talk about the idea generation, the idea must be big enough, must be bold enough to be different from the rest of the ideas or the rest of the strategy that have been implemented by your competitor. Yeah. Now, there are guidelines for you to follow when you actually wanted to do the big thing strategy, right? The first one is you must think of something that is seemingly incompatible. What does it mean? Sesuatu yang tak pernah difikirkan. Mungkin you rasa tak boleh, tetapi try to do that. It's something that is incompatible. The next one is must be something that is yang orang tak pernah buat. Meaning to say, it must be something yang innovative. This is what we call innovative benchmarking. Comparing to across the industry, maksudnya apa? Meaning to say, across the industry tak pernah orang buat lagi macam gini. Yeah. The next one is about willing to kill the sacred cow. What does it mean? Maksudnya you mesti buat sesuatu yang mungkin pada pendapat orang salah, atau mungkin pada pendapat orang tak masuk akal. So this is something different, yeah. And then the fourth step is actually is for you to step out of the time frame and stripping the current strategy. Maksudnya macam ini, you berubah, maksudnya bertukar, buat benda tu lain daripada yang lain, lain daripada yang lain. Like macam contoh, you tengok macam Grab, tak pernah orang fikir bahawa kereta personal akan jadi seperti Grab dan something like that. Yeah. So these are the thing that you boleh compare something different from the rest of the competitor, what is competitor is doing. Now, once you have got the idea, the next one is really for you to evaluate the ideas. Yeah. For you to evaluate the idea. So what is idea evaluation means? Idea evaluation means is something yang kita katakan, one, idea tu is good to have, good to have. The second one, different, maksudnya different from the rest of the competitor. The third one is actually something that is very innovative, and dia ada wow response. Maksudnya wow, we have not done this before, this is something new and whatnot. So to be different in a way, yeah, the most important thing dalam big thing adalah is for you to actually have that wow punya idea tu, maksudnya something wow. But then again, to meet that wow criteria, apa dia? Right? It must be apa kita panggil transcendence. Maksudnya sesuatu yang orang tak pernah terfikir lah, the people tak pernah terfikir lagi. Maksudnya contoh dalam slide actually, you terbang, terbang terus pergi space using aeroplane, tak pernah orang fikir, right? And then again, macam contohnya macam you jual makanan apa tu namanya, makanan aircraft dekat dalam dekat restoran seperti santan, tak pernah orang terfikir, right? The next one is going against the current trend. Maksudnya you are actually trying to apa tu kita panggil do something else yang orang yang bukan trend pada masa tersebut. Nintendo dia buat game pakai tangan. Dia orang biasa main game dengan komputer, tapi dia buat small game gunakan tangan and what not. Yeah. macam handphone Nintendo kan. And then of course another one is a new discovery of prototypes, maksudnya benda-benda baru lah, maksudnya contoh kat sini aqua hydrate source energy, you boleh minum air hidup without energy, and this is about energy, water and what not. So discovery, benda-benda baru. The next one actually is integrating current thinking with ideas brought from outside, cockpit management with combined neutral concept aeroplane cockpit control system to the corporation. Maksudnya macam ni, macam balance scorecard contoh, dia memperkenalkan konsep cockpit management, macam mana kita manage kapal terbang semasa terbang. Masa tu kita bawa konsep tu macam mana kita manage company, mean to say the pilot ataupun the CEO will be able to see apa yang terjadi dalam dia punya organisation. That is apa kita wow tu kan, sesuatu yang tak pernah orang fikir ataupun sesuatu yang kita cipta daripada luar. The next one is selection. Actually the first one kita nampak actually refinement. Bila dah ada idea tu, dan kita kena refine idea jadi lebih menarik, lagi bagus dan whatnot. Then we move on to the apa kita panggil methods of complementary, refining the ideas. Maksudnya ni, bila you ada idea tu, in a nutshell is that idea tu mestilah membantu your current apa tu kita panggil your current competitive advantage, and your capabilities must be there. Maksudnya dah ada dah, cuma enhance the capabilities. That's one thing. The second one is collaboration and networking with others that can participate. Contoh macam Grab, macam Uber dan sebagainya. It's about collaboration between the owner and the drivers. Sekarang ni kalau Grab Food, and the networking, maksudnya the drivers can actually go and ambil barang, hantar barang and whatnot. So those are, maksudnya the community can participate dalam idea tersebut. The next one is on the project add value to some other directly or indirectly. Now when we do a project, mestilah membantu orang lah, membantu masyarakat. Contohnya katakan, now in the MCO you can actually have the Grab ataupun whatever delivery company, dia boleh bantu people to get food, to deliver product, to deliver dia punya equipment and whatnot. So those add values. And then the idea juga, kalau you nak complementary, able to get assistance, means to say sebabkan dibantu masyarakat, jadi the assistance come from the government, come from the businesses and whatnot. So those are the actually 4 areas. Bila kita buat ada idea baru, it must be something that contribute back to the society, and you must be able to have apa kita panggil community punya cooperation and community punya networking. Now that is on the idea, right? Idea, bila ada idea, kemudian refine the idea, right? Refine the idea. So how does it benefit the community, the people and the businesses? The last one is about implementation. Now walaupun nampak straightforward, tetapi one of the thing that we need to understand is that the resources, the technology must be there to actually to maintain the wowness ataupun the greatness of the idea. Contoh katakan kalau you have got this idea, katakan nak jadi Grab lah, tapi teknologi dia must be something yang support. Dia tak boleh teknologi yang tak support the idea tersebut, maksudnya the technology must be there, maksudnya then the people, the support, the service and whatnot must support the big idea. The next one actually is the monitoring and monitoring of the progresses lah of the business. So this is something that when you have the idea, you have the technology, you have the people, you have the networking, you must be able to monitor the progress supaya it become something yang biasa, rutin, you tahu kat mana dia kelemahan, kekuatan and whatnot. The last one is in the important of the sustainability. Maksud sustainability ni macam ni, it must orang kata boleh kekal sampai bila-bila lah, maksudnya lepas 1 year mungkin you akan buat review of the business, lepas 2 years, 3 years, mesti ada benda baru, mesti ada orang kata community involvement ataupun business involvement lagi banyak. Kalau you nampak Grab is a very good example. Mula-mula bawa orang, lepas tu hantar dokumen, dan bawa makanan, jadi dia punya value chain tu makin lama makin makin bertambah. And then the next part actually is the culture of the company. Maksudnya culture yang kalau katakan Grab, culture dia people that is young, yang muda, you know, that kind of thing. Dia tak terlampau birokrasi, the management is actually layers tu tak banyak, so decision making dia cepat dan whatnot. So that is all about the big thing strategy, ya. Yang you kena ingat, yang mula-mula important adalah actually is the idea, idea generation, and then after idea generation actually is the evaluation of the idea, refinement of the idea lagi, alright, and then the idea tu mesti ada that wow criteria, then you select, you refine, after that barulah you implement. So those are actually the step in big thing strategy that you need to understand, yeah. So this would be good for you to look into you punya case study tu, and then you can use some other you punya nanti you akan ada examination dan case study maksudnya kalau kita katakan okay, what would be the best strategy, you boleh katakan okay, gunakan big thing strategy tools, ataupun gunakan blue ocean strategy. How do you make your businesses more orang kata successful and impactful? Contohnya tadi nanti mungkin kita nak tengok kalau katakan you Satya Cik Kia dengan Amin sebagai dia punya sekarang ni boss dia, how are you going to develop Satya Cik Kia punya business tadi tu to be a bigger company moving forward? Adakah dengan tradisionalnya, atau tradisional jual kedai saja tu, buka franchise saja ke, atau something else? So this is the question nanti I want you to look into. I want you to recommend what would be the best strategy for Satya Cik Kia later on, yeah. And actually that will be you need to submit tonight lah, and then you need to submit tonight. Alright then, thank you very much.